I'm Ian Uhalt. I'm a scuba instructor. I've been a scuba instructor for 2 years, and I've been a scuba diver for 7. Probably the coolest thing about diving is it takes you away from all your issues in your day and all your worries and your concerns. You can just focus on the moment. So the great thing about scuba diving is that there's so many different ways you can take it. I know a lot of people who do hunting, they spearfish, or they go for lobster, which is a huge thing here in California. Other people like to do videography and photography, which is my personal favorite. I do a lot of underwater photography. Probably one of the coolest places to dive in California is the oil rigs in Long Beach. The bottom is at 500 feet, so you have to be careful about your buoyancy, but it's like a giant scuba playground. You have all these cross beams, and they're covered in scallops, brittle stars, and there's usually a school of fish that's swimming through. Sea lions are oftentimes there. The sense of adventure that you get every time you go into the water, you don't know what you're going to see. And also just the experience of floating, usually looking up and seeing like the kelp and the light coming through, or feeling that kind of sense that you're just wandering aimlessly in the ocean, searching and exploring. One of the scariest moments in diving was my first time doing a night dive. It was the opening season of lobster season, which is notorious for people having accidents and actually having deaths. I'm searching for lobster, and then I realize that my light starts to flicker. And so I do my safety stop, and I turn off my light, and all of a sudden I realize that there's these like sparkles in the water, and I'm like, light back on, because I don't know what the heck that is. And when you're alone in the dark underwater, you want to know what it is. And what I realized after a couple seconds is that it was the bioluminescence from the red tide. But still, making my safety stop in the dark was a pretty freaky moment, when you're completely weightless in complete blackness, all by yourself. Made it back to the boat okay, and even caught a couple lobsters, so everything was good. To someone who is thinking about getting scuba certified but is afraid, the best thing you can do is get comfortable with water. I say go down to the ocean and play in the surf and get tumbled around and get comfortable with your body in the water, because the number one thing to overcome in scuba diving is fear.